Today's Steelers Talk video is presented by iHerb. Go to iHerb.com and use promo code CHAT to save 22% off your first order. Can't wait to tell you guys about the great service that iHerb provides. And welcome into Steelers Talk Yinzers. My name is Jack Sperry, your host. And on today's video, I should say, I'm going to be breaking down 8 Steelers players that I think have the most to prove during the offseason program here over the next couple of months. But first, make sure you stay locked into all the Steelers coverage that we have here on the channel by clicking that subscribe button and turn on your notifications to always get notified when we put out our free videos here on YouTube. We provide you guys with wall-to-wall coverage of Steelers OTAs, all the way to training camp, and of course, all the way to week 1, where we'll be covering all 17 games of the 2023 season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So do me a favor, click that subscribe button right now for wall-to-wall Steelers coverage. Now let's get into the wide receivers, because I think there's 3 guys here that I think that there's quite a few guys that need to prove something here during the OTA period. Calvin Austin III, Anthony Miller did not play in 2022 due to injuries. And of course, Hakeem Butler, we'll be talking about a little bit, XFL star receiver. Calvin Austin is the type of guy that it just sucks that he didn't play during his rookie season. He's extremely explosive, very, very athletic, very shifty receiver. He's only 5'9", 162 pounds, so he's kind of tiny, which is why I think the Steelers traded to go get Allen Robinson from the Los Angeles Rams this offseason. But Calvin Austin, man, I think he's going to be a great special teams player as a kick and punt returner, and he's also going to be a great option on those obvious passing situations where he's not going to be asked to block from the slot. I think he's a very dynamic receiver, and apparently he's been showing out during OTAs. He needs to show during this period that foot injury that took him out for the entirety of last season isn't going to affect his speed. It's not going to affect his shiftiness and his dynamic play style, because if it does, he might be put down the totem pole, and that's not good for Steelers fans. Then you got Anthony Miller, somebody that was out as well in 2022 with an injury. Coming back here, it seems like that he's having a lot of fun at camp. He's been tweeting how much he loves this group of wide receivers. Very interested to see how Anthony Miller does with the black and gold this year. I was a big fan of his when he was coming out of Memphis a couple of years back. And then, of course, you got the XFL star receiver, Hakeem Butler. Butler is somebody that was highly touted coming out of college, really big receiver at 6'5", 227 pounds. And he just never really stuck on an NFL roster, but now he's coming in here, and I think if you look at the wide receiver depth chart here, there's a couple guys in there that if they really have a good camp, they could work their way into the starting lineup. You do have Deontay Johnson and George Pickens. Those guys are going to be on the field for pretty much every single play this season. But then you got Allen Robinson, who's had some kind of down years here over the last couple of years. So if Calvin Austin III, Anthony Miller, or Hakeem Butler really prove themselves this year, I think that they could work their way into the lineup and get some playing time. So let me know in the comments section what Steelers player has the most to prove this season overall. Who's the guy that needs to prove the most? Let me know in the comments section. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So whenever you get an ad break here, do me a favor, take advantage of that time by answering today's question. All right, so now let's get into the offensive linemen here that I think have something to prove. Broderick Jones and Dan Moore Jr. Now, obviously, Broderick Jones has a lot to prove, coming in as the number 1 pick for the Steelers this year, traded up to get you at number 14th overall. He's expected to come in and be the starter, I think, and I think he's going to have to play pretty darn well, or he's going to be expected to play pretty darn well here in year 1, and he's got to win the job over Dan Moore Jr., because Dan Moore Jr. is somebody that's getting the first-team reps at left tackle to start OTAs. Broderick Jones is going to have to take that job from him. I think he's talented enough where he's going to be the starting left tackle for the Steelers week 1 against the 49ers at Acrisure Stadium, but the offensive line overall I think is pretty darn good, and Dan Moore Jr. is the type of guy where apparently he's put on some weight. Maybe he can slide over to guard if he can win a guard spot. I doubt that, because I like Sayamalu and Daniels, but could he maybe win the right tackle spot over Okorafor? That's definitely a possibility in my mind. I think Mike Tomlin wants to play the best 5 guys on the offensive line. And if Dan Moore Jr. can prove himself to be something pretty nice here, I think that would be good. All right, coming up here, I'm going to be giving you the other names here on my list of players that need to prove themselves during OTAs. But first, let's have a word from our sponsor here at iHerb. Steelers fans, are you ready to discover a world of wellness? Look no further than the brand new sponsor here on Steelers Talk, iHerb. Go to iHerb.com and use promo code CHAT to get 22% off your first order. At iHerb, find carefully curated products from vitamins to sports nutrition and natural beauty essentials. iHerb guarantees quality and transparency as they test every single product, ensuring the highest possible standard. Shopping on the iHerb website is a breeze, as their user-friendly website lets you easily navigate their extensive catalog of health and wellness products from only the highest quality brands. And the best part, iHerb ships globally, reaching over 185 countries, so you can access their range of products and enjoy doorstep delivery from just about anywhere on the planet. Join thousands of satisfied customers who trust iHerb for optimal health and start your wellness journey today at iHerb.com. New customers enjoy a special discount of 22% off your entire order. Use promo code CHAT at checkout. That's IHERB.com. Promo code CHAT. Experience iHerb's difference for a happier, healthier you. And I just got a brand new shipment of some brand new products from the iHerb website, and I got some men's multivitamins. I'm pretty young, but I think that any age you need to be taking a multivitamin. This one's from California Gold Nutrition. It's a gummy version. And then also they got the brand names that you look for as well with Burt's Bees. I got some lip balm from Burt's Bees here, Vanilla Bean. So they've got more than just vitamins and minerals and stuff like that on there. You can get lotion, you can get lip balm. They have a bunch of different products for you to enjoy. So go to iHerb.com, use promo code CHAT to get 22% off your first order today. Now we go from talking from one draft pick in Broderick Jones to another one here with Joey Porter Jr., who Steelers fans have very high expectations for coming into this season. Joey Porter Jr. is somebody that is the second-round pick this year. You know, he's coming in. Lots of people thought he was a first-round kind of guy. He's expected to be the number one lockdown cornerback for this defense for the next decade here in Pittsburgh. And right now, he's going to have to win that job over Levi Wallace for the cornerback 2 spot, because right now it's looking like Patrick Peterson is that solidified number one guy this year. Chandon Sullivan is getting a lot of reps at first-team slot cornerback right now during 11-on-11 drills. And then Levi Wallace is the guy that's in there right now. But like Broderick Jones, Joey Porter Jr. is going to have to prove himself if he wants to be on the field there alongside Patrick Peterson in the first game of the season against the 49ers. I think he will get there, but for now, Levi Wallace is that veteran he needs to overtake. But I'm very, very excited for Joey Porter's future in the black and gold. So let me know right now in the comment section, will Joey Porter Jr. be the starter for the Pittsburgh Steelers week 1? Will it be him or Levi Wallace? Type Y if you think it's going to be Joey Porter Jr., or type N if you think it's going to be someone else. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Next couple guys here on this list here, kind of wrapping up my 8 names here: DeMarvin Leal and Mark Robinson, defensive lineman and inside linebacker. DeMarvin is somebody that was drafted last season, somebody that a lot of people don't really know where he's going to be playing this year. On the defensive line right now, they've got a bunch of players that can play right now, and DeMarvin is somebody that, you know, just had 14 tackles last year, 1 tackle for loss, not a whole lot of playing time. But what I really like about DeMarvin is that he's got a lot of versatility. He could play really anywhere on the defensive line. Besides probably nose tackle, he could play the 3 technique if Cam needs a break, or, you know, he can plug and play at 5 technique if Larry Ogunjobi gets down, or, you know, needs a break or gets injured or whatever the case may be. But I also think Leal can go on the edge on your 4-down fronts if say TJ Watt or Alex Highsmith needs a break as well. So I think DeMarvin is somebody that has quite a bit to prove this year if he wants to really carve out a legitimate role for himself in this defense. I think he's massively talented. I think at his size, he's really, really athletic. I'm very excited to see how Leal does during the offseason program this year. And then you got Mark Robinson, who right now most people assume is going to be that first backup in the inside linebacker room right now at 5'11", 235 pounds. He is a bit undersized, and they did bring in Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts in free agency this offseason. But let me tell you, man, I really like Mark Robinson in the way that he plays the game. He is a thumper. He is somebody that wants to hit somebody hard. He plays Pittsburgh Steeler football, which is something I really love about Mark. And I think that somebody like him, if he has a really good OTA period, especially with Cole Holcomb out of the lineup here, essentially, I mean, he's kind of He's kind of like a limited participant so far because he's still dealing with an injury. But man, if Mark has a good camp here and good OTA period, he could really carve himself out a role in this defense, and it would be really, really fun to see in 2023. So let me know right now, who will be the 2 starting off-ball linebackers for the Pittsburgh Steelers Week 1 versus the San Francisco 49ers? Let me know. Will it be Cole Holcomb and Landon Roberts? Will it be Cole Holcomb and Mark Robinson? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Right now, can't wait to see how you're feeling about the inside linebacker room here in Pittsburgh. That's going to be it for the show today, guys. Really appreciate all the real ones that made it to the end of today's video. Make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Select all to get notified whenever we put out our free videos here on YouTube. That's going to be it for me today, guys. I will see you guys later. And as always, here we go, Steelers.